the White House is now warning that China could disrupt the U.S. power grid. That would cause disruptions all over the United States. Millions of people would be without power, but they'd be without internet, communications. We'd have trouble with transportation. Even our pipelines would go down. Now I want to break down what's being said by the White House, when they said it, what they said, but how this is actually now coming into more of a problem, all because of what's going on in the state of California. So again, I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So the stories that we are now hearing coming out of the White House, when this is the final week of the Biden administration, because next Monday on January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump will be inaugurated as the 47th president of the United States. But look at this. It says Biden White House says China can close down ports and the power grid. Now, I want to read a little bit of this article here for you. Explain what's going on, but, and this is the bigger picture, we're already seeing issues happening in the state of California. Earlier today, I talked about this, and I said that we could see a gas shortage very soon, all because of the pipelines that are running under the Los Angeles County, okay, in the areas of California where the fires are currently happening. These pipelines are taking gas to other parts of California. They're taking it to Arizona. They're taking it to Las Vegas. So these certain locations where the pipelines are running, we are going to see some mass disruptions if this fire continues at the rate it's currently going. Listen to this comment that I received. Actually, it was an email. Somebody wrote to me and says, wait, so you are saying that because the fire is going on in Los Angeles, people in other states will experience a gas shortage, all because the electric company is deciding to shut down power where there is a possibility of down power lines? And it goes on, but that's the pretty much the gist of what I want to read. Now, here's the thing, okay? Our power grid runs everything, okay? The only reason I'm even recording this video is because I have power to my camera, to my computer, right? To the lights, to the internet, everything, right? We run off of power. Now, here's the problem. All the telecommunications between, let's say, firefighters and dispatch, right? You got the police officers being sent to certain locations, ambulances, all these different people, okay? They're being able to communicate because we have power. Well, guess what? We're getting oil. It is being transported through pipelines. The only way we're able to do that is with the pumps that can push all that stuff through. If that stuff isn't working, guess what? We don't have any options, right? None. And so this is big. And again, I bring this up because one of the things that happened last week, one of the things that President Biden said, he came out and said that after talking to Governor Gavin Newsom in California, Gavin Newsom said that the reason why there was a lot of these fire hydrants that didn't have water, it wasn't because there wasn't enough water. It was because their water was being sent through the higher fire hydrants too slowly because the electric company shut down power. They were concerned that a down power line would actually cause additional fires. So they shut down power. They shut it off. Well, guess what? By shutting off the power, it actually caused the pumps not to work, which meant all the pumps that were pushing the water up the hill in the Pacific Palisades didn't work. That's why thousands of people lost their homes in less than 24 hours. Thousands of people lost their homes. Let's read this to you. It says the Biden White House made a stunning admission that Chinese hackers have the ability to cripple the American power grid and ports. And it is reportedly not just run-of-the-mill intrusions, but increasingly sophisticated actors with unparalleled skills. Here's where things get very interesting. Chinese hackers were able to hack their way into, I believe, 8 or 9 telecom systems here in the United States just over the past month. The reason why this is big news is because actually it was longer than a month ago. But the reason why this is really big news is because even to this day, officials say they cannot get the hackers out of the system. They don't know how deep they go, but even now, they're still in the system. So we could be hacked at any time. According to Jake Sullivan, who's the National Security Advisor, he said he had known about the Chinese hackers' abilities to knock out critical infrastructure for more than a year. And I addressed this probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I said this was a huge concern. But then the fact of the matter is this: the Biden administration has left the U.S. border really open. People have just been coming across in waves. Okay, we've seen thousands of people come across in a single day. Okay, but here's the reason why it's a big deal. Because not only these Chinese hackers hacking into our systems, but they can actually get physically inside these companies because they're now here inside the U.S. Some of which have been given, work permits and can actually work for a living. Some may have attained these illegally, but that's where we're at. Look at this. It says in the fall 2023, Jake Sullivan had warned telecommunications and technology executives in a secret White House meeting, seeking big tech's help in protecting American lives and infrastructure from hacks. Says since then, there have been at least 9 U.S. telecom companies hacked. It says we will never know regarding the scope and scale of this. They were very careful about their techniques. Goes on to say, the hacks have morphed from mere keyboard warriors, once seen as the cyber equivalent of noisy drunken burglars, to now be soldiers with astonishing skill level and stealth. Now, I want to bring something else up to you. One of the things we've experienced over the past couple of years, we've experienced a lot of different cyber attacks. And we knew they were there, right? There was no hiding it. But according to multiple reports, not just from the United States, from other nations as well, there are reports that China was okay with the U.S. Finding out that they were being hacked. Okay, other countries were okay with the fact that the U.S. found them because of this one thing. These were tests to see what the U.S.'s response was. How quickly did the U.S. figure out that there was somebody within their system? How quickly did the United States get those people out of the system and get security back? These were all tests, okay? And I want to read this to you as well. It says right here, they're going to take down our grid. Far East expert Gordon Chang told Newsmax, said, they're going to take down everything we have. We are going to be like an 1850s country without the things that we've been accustomed to that operate our country. Okay, now, I want to read you a couple other things. It says, former Department of Homeland Security cybersecurity expert Brandon Wales warned that hacks are the key battlefield in any future conflict with China. Says it is the front line of cyber warfare, he added, designed to ensure they prevail by keeping the U.S. from projecting power and inducing chaos at home. Cyberspace is a fiercely contested battlefield. We have made considerable progress, but serious vulnerabilities remain in sectors where we don't have mandatory cybersecurity requirements. Keep this in mind. We're exposed. We are severely exposed, and the fact of the matter is this. We are more exposed now than ever before. We've already had all these threats, okay? So many different threats. Now the entire country is focused on one specific area of the country, which is the largest economy, one of the largest economies in the world. The state of California has a larger economy in that one state than many countries do. But here's the reason why I bring this up. Everybody's focused on California. The Biden administration focused on California. The Trump administration, what is going on with California? How is this going to impact our agenda? Right? So everybody's focused on one thing. But while everybody's focused on that one thing, it makes it very easier for us to be focused here when all the noise is happening over here. That's the issue. And that's where many experts say we are really, at this point, exposed. Because most people can easily be hacked at this time, and they would never know it. But this isn't just going to disrupt our ports, right? And the amount of products that are coming into the United States. This is not just going to impact our telecommunications. This isn't just going to impact our power grid. This could impact our water supply. It could impact the internet, right? Media, right? It could impact what we're doing with other countries, impact our gas pipelines, right? A lot of things. Just know at this time, the White House is taking this very seriously because they now see this as a major threat. So we'll see what happens going into the new administration in just 1 week, but that's what we know as of now. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.